Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This book is, this one's a first edition and it is September 1975. It's called Animal Lunacy. They're meant to be jokes, so we shall see how we get along. That may not be the case, as you know, we may not find them funny. What did the baby beaver say to the old elm tree? It's been nice knowing you. Paul, look, there's the dog star. Patricia, are you serious? William, if you lost your dog, why not just put an ad in the paper? Jack replies, that wouldn't do any good. My dog can't read. Did you put fresh water in the goldfish bowl? I didn't have to. The fish didn't finish the water I gave them yesterday. Small Sam, I want to buy a puppy. How much do they cost? Pet shop owner, $10 a piece. Small Sam, oh, I don't want to buy a piece. I want to buy a whole puppy. Mother, Tommy, why did you put a frog in your little sister's bed? Tommy replies, because I couldn't catch a mouse. The first racehorse says, don't you remember me? The second racehorse replied, the pace is familiar, but I don't remember the mane. Patricia, peanuts are very fattening. Paul, how do you know? Patricia, have you ever seen a skinny elephant? Like I say, they are old. There's a fence in Indiana made of pine rails so crooked that every time a pig tries to crawl through it, he comes out on the same side from which he started. Sally Tookum has such red hair that when she leaves the house before sunrise, all the roosters start crowing. Tenderfoot, where's that horse you promised to sell me? Cowpoke replies, oh, he got better. Farmer, can you tell me how long cows should be milked? The handyman replies, they should be milked the same as short ones. It's interesting, isn't it? Grandpa, what do you want to be when you grow up? Small Sam replies, I want to be a veterinarian. Grandpa, be a doctor instead. Animals don't have any money. Say, Dad, what do you call a husky sled dog when he's puny? And there's not an answer. It just says, say, Dad, what do they call an husky sled dog when he's puny? That's all it says. Have you heard about the mad scientist who crossed a carrier pigeon with a woodpecker? When it delivers the message, it knocks on the door. Crossed a lion with a parrot. I don't know what he got, but when it talks, you better listen. Crossed a chicken with an army tank. Now, the capons go rolling along. Crossed a puppy with a chicken and got poached eggs. Crossed a mink with a kangaroo and got fur coat with pockets. Farmer Brown, I just want to tell you what a menace insects are to farm crops. Potato bugs can ruin the potato crops. The corn borers can destroy the corn. Tourist, and the poor dairy farmers? I bet the butterflies must bother them terribly. A boy from New York City was being led through the Okefenokee swamps. I've never heard of that one, I don't think. Okefenokee swamps. Is it true, he asked, that an alligator won't bite you if you carry a flashlight? That depends, replied his guide, on how fast you carry the flashlight. Sorry, I had to pause. There were some weird screams and shouts coming from outside. I'm not sure what about. Absent-minded Farmer Brown looked down and noticed he had a rope in his hand. Now I wonder, he mused, have I found a piece of rope or lost an horse? Did you know that Eskimos exist mostly on whale meat and blubber? Well, you'd cry too if you only had whale meat to eat. See, I don't actually find them very funny, but still, we shall continue. Once upon a time, there was a very poor family. They were so poor that when Thanksgiving came, they had to stuff their turkey with old newspapers. Advice to summer campers in the national parks. Never pet a bear until it's a rug. I own more than 500 goldfish. Where do you keep them all? In the bathtub. Bathtub? So what do you do when you want to take a bath? I blindfold them so they can't see. It's all in the way you look at it. A flea is perfectly happy to see her children go to the dogs. Franklin. Pamela, what would you do if you were being chased by a man-eating lion? Pamela replies, nothing, 'cause I'm a girl. Mr. Stingerberry was at the airline ticket office. Want to fly? Asked a man standing next to him. Yes, replied Mr. Stingerberry. Just a minute, said the man. I'll try to catch you one. The duck is a bird that looks as if it had been riding a horse all day. What's the difference between a mailbox on a corner and a kangaroo's pouch? Remind me not to let you mail any letters for me. You might drop them in the kangaroo's pouch. First fisherman. I once caught a 12-inch fish. Second fisherman. That's nothing special. I've caught many a fish longer than that. First fisherman. Well, I'm from Texas, and where I come from, we measure our fish between the eyes. Interesting. I wonder if that's true. The mad scientist. The mad scientist also crossed a watchdog with a tiger and got a very nervous postman. The mad scientist also crossed a turkey with a centipede. On Thanksgiving, everybody gets a drumstick. What are those things floating in the water? Jellyfish. What flavour is the jelly? Teacher. Can you tell me where elephants are found? Sam replies to the teacher. Elephants are so big they hardly ever get lost. Mary had a little lamb. Freddie had a pup. Ronnie had a crocodile and it ate the others up. A bird in the hand is useless when you need to blow your nose. That's interesting. These are very bizarre, aren't they? I think they are anyway, but that's just me. Patience. What a worm needs to turn into a butterfly. First dragon. Am I late for dinner? Second dragon. Yes, everyone's eaten. That's okay. A furrier tried to invent new fur coat by crossing a mink with a gorilla. It didn't work though. The sleeves were too long. The gum-chewing student. The cud-chewing cow. Are somewhat alike, yet different somehow. Just what is the difference? I think I know now. It's the clear, thoughtful look on the face of a cow. At the London Zoo, a woman asked whether the hippopotamus was male or female. "Madam," replied the keeper sternly, "that is a question that should only interest another hippopotamus." "Are you buying any Christmas seals this year?" "No, I can't afford to feed them." "Willie, what's the best way to prevent infections caused by biting insects?" Millie replies, "Just don't bite the insects." Exercise kills germs. Now, if we could only figure out some way to make germs exercise. Fred, I wish I had enough money to buy an elephant. Alice says, "Why do you want an elephant?" And Fred replies, "I don't. I just wish I had that much money." "Why is an elephant grey?" "I don't know. Why is an elephant grey?" "An elephant is grey to distinguish it from blueberries." How bizarre is that, guys? How bizarre. That's the first part. Thank you for listening. We shall go into more jokes. Well, that's what they're supposed to be, jokes anyway. Let me know what you think, though, because some of them I like snicker at, but I don't find them like majorly funny. It could be the date, maybe, or it's just my humour's not good. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Thank you for listening, and many blessings.